All right, go. Sorry. Do the intro.
Where are we going?
No, hurry up.
Oh,
We're started. 10
Um,
seconds in.
hey guys, welcome to the Up 3 podcast,
Yep.
where the hosts are unprepared, the topics are unplanned, and the conversations are unpredictable.
Even I know the first word is unplanned. Was that on purpose?
Oh, no.
All
No.
right. All right. Sorry about that, folks. It's the unplanned, unprepared, unpredictable podcast. Did you say
Mhm.
what each part means?
Yeah, that's
All right,
the
try it one
main
more
thing
time.
that
Try
I
it one
do.
more time.
Welcome to the Up 3 podcast,
Yep.
where the topics are unplanned, the hosts are unprepared, and the conversations are unpredictable.
Yep. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Yep. I wasn't listening. I
Mm.
think that's right though. You know what's kind of
Hey,
fun and okay, go ahead.
I'll go. No,
You know
go
what's
ahead.
kind of fun and exciting about all this?
What?
So today is Wednesday. We try to meet every Wednesday to do the podcast, and I
Yeah.
don't know. I texted you like 10, 11, something like that,
Hmm.
and we decided 9 o'clock. So I'm at my computer at 8:55, just waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, surely my friend Gerald. Gerald
Uh-huh.
is a very put together, very
Mhm.
so today I'm extra tired. Like as dumb as I might sound normally, today I'm extra tired. But very
Uh-huh.
put together, very organized person. So I'm
Mhm.
waiting there, waiting and waiting. 9 o'clock hits. Nope. I start playing a game that hopefully we'll have some time to talk about. But I'm just sitting there, sitting there, sitting. 9:23. I get another text. Oh, whoops, my bad.
Mhm.
9:30. And
Yeah.
right now, it's 9:31. What's really fun and exciting about all this? We don't even like talk at all pretty much before we start the recording. It's just like, hey, how are you doing? Good. Start, and it's
Yeah.
just I feel all these emotions, excitement, anxiety. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I mentioned on the episode already. I am a father, and as a
Sure.
father, there are duties that you know a non-father would never understand.
That
Okay.
that felt
What?
hurtful.
Huh?
That it felt like there was a lot of connotation and meaning and like
Oh,
slander. It felt slanderous.
yeah. Hey, I'm
Was that on
I'm
purpose?
proud. I'm proud that you picked up on some of that. Hey, what?
Oh, well, we don't all have to be parents to, fulfill our whatever. I don't know.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
saying I'm not saying I'm not saying one's better than the other,
Wait,
but
wait,
just
wait.
saying
Okay, so the point is that you deal with unpredictability regularly.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah. But I don't know. It's just so exciting because we're doing this thing. We put it out into the world, and we
Mm.
just literally like there's no preparation, and boom, go, and here we are. Here we're doing it. We're doing it now.
And you know what's kind of crazy about that is I'm usually a very prepared prepared guy, like just in general. Um, you know,
I like to think I skew more prepared than I feel like I give off an unreliable sort of
oh yeah.
vibe. No, I'm very reliable. People rely on me. But anyway, go ahead,
Mhm.
go ahead.
But are you stocked up on stuff? Like did you go do your Costco runs and all
Uh
that?
like because of a recent event or just regularly?
No, because of the strike that's about to happen.
Oh, is that something I should know about? Who's striking?
You have no idea, huh?
Hey, I'm busy. I'm busy. I don't have time. Okay, who's striking?
There's,
What's striking? You know what? I went
there's
to Publix today and all
uh
the water aisle, it was like mostly empty. I thought it
no,
was because of the hurricane.
so
No.
that's probably true.
Okay.
But what's happening is there's a strike happening in all the East Coast ports, like
Why?
all the shipping containers. I don't know. They want better pay and conditions and all that. I guess I'm guessing, right?
Oh, so we're gonna have a huge supply issue pretty soon?
So it depends how long the strike lasts, right? If the strike, if they can't come to an agreement and the strike lasts for a long time, then yeah, I think things are going to be harder to come by because America apparently doesn't make anything. They get everything from China. So
Are we
especially all the
like food?
so no, in terms of like just common groceries,
Uh-huh.
I think we'll be fine. But
Okay.
I'm guessing like fruit cups. You know, most of the fruit cups they don't. It's like weird.
Okay.
They get grown in like South America and then they get shipped to like Thailand to be packaged and then they come here. Like it makes like a crazy journey before they actually come to America. So yeah, like fruit cups might be a thing. Um, a
You know,
lot
that
of just
blows my mind that somehow it's so much cheaper labor and like the stuff. It's so much cheaper that it's cheaper to make over there, ship it to a different country, pack it there, and then ship it to America, and that's somehow cheaper than making it in America.
yep.
That
And
blows my mind.
that I kind of get because I think you need specific, weather and temperatures for certain things
Oh,
to
so we
grow.
can't actually grow it here.
I think there is a little bit of that, but
All right.
just the fact that instead of just getting it shipped directly here, it gets shipped to like the other side of the world and then back here. That does say a lot.
Right? Like they can't build I guess it's very expensive. So somehow the cost to build a factory, which I'm sure it's a lot, right? Like a packing factory,
Mhm.
it's cheaper to send all of that stuff. Like I'm sure it weighs a lot, right?
Mm.
On a boat, all that time too. It's time wasted on a boat to a different country. Wow, that actually like that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is
All
crazy.
right, so
But
no more fruit
anyways,
cups. I don't eat. All right.
so, I mean, that's just one example I have.
Mm.
But all the kind of like everyday items, I think they're gonna start dwindling down if the strike lasts for a significant amount of time.
What do you talk about? So other than okay, so food and water we'll have enough of.
I would say when I went to Costco today,
Yeah.
like the paper towels were almost all gone.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Paper goods.
yeah, just things like that. I think if you're I mean foods, I think they at one point said Ukraine was like the breadbasket of the world or something like that. So like a lot of the grains came from Ukraine. So I don't know how that's gonna impact.
That's
But
I thought
everything
America
so
we grow grains here. No, I guess
I
not.
think we grow corn here.
Okay.
And it, this is a whole nother like rabbit hole, but like cornmeal, like for whatever reason, at one point, the government incentivized corn growing, like people who grow corn, and all these people were like, "Oh, you end up making much more money if you grow corn." So all these people started growing corn, and then the demand started outpacing this the supply started outpacing the demand, and so they started doing all these things where all the like food for the cattle, like they create like cornmeal and then feed them
Mm.
corn, but it's actually not that good for them and it's not really good for the what it does to the meat and um like oil they make out of all this corn and stuff. So it ended up messing up our food industry a lot, like in terms of the level of health, because some I don't know
Because we
who,
have so much
but
corn.
yeah, yeah. But somebody said let's incentivize growing corn, and then we came into the situation where we have an abundance of corn. So, with that said, yeah, I don't know. Everything that you touch and everything that you use, well, not everything, but so much of it is dependent on the global supply chain, right? And the entire East Coast um, being, you know, pretty much shut down to incoming imports, I think that's going to have a huge effect. I mean, a lot of people have been like news. Actually, you know what? I haven't seen much news on it, which is interesting because a lot of people in general have been saying that it could have a huge impact on the economy. Yeah. So with that said, are you prepared? Are you ready?
I live a pretty simple life. The only concerns I have are pickleballs, water, and like I even food. I have like a sandwich a day. You know,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't eat like complicated meals. I just eat enough to get me through the day. Um, but no, of course, I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, one, I'm kind of shocked that all of the East Coast somehow they're like I would assume it's like multiple entities, but it's just one giant thing, and they can all just strike together. That actually blows my mind.
Yeah, let's see. Port strike map of affected locations. Dang, it's a ton on the East Coast. There's
I thought ports were like government run. They're not
uh
government jobs, they're private.
I I have no idea. I'm assuming it's private, you
Hmm.
know.
That sounds silly and doesn't make sense that something like that is private. But how can all these people like all of a sudden they organize all of the East
It's
Coast?
because well, it's because it's a union. It's the union is ILA. I don't know what it stands for.
Yeah.
But they're all under like a single union. That's why they can coordinate together.
Seems like I mean, like I don't know how that was established, but I feel like it would take a long time. If the union came after all the ports, I assume the union came after all the ports open and like there's workers, right? They had to go all over the East Coast to unionize.
Yeah, that's
That
how
sounds like a lot of
unions
work.
work. That's how
That's
unions work,
that's a
though.
lot of work. Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
surprised that any group can work together in such a giant scale.
Yeah. I, auto workers. Remember the whole auto strike? It's because there's a single union that
For
uh,
every auto worker? Wait, that's
not for
crazy
every
too.
auto worker. I don't think every auto worker, but
I feel
there was
uh
yeah.
I
It's
thought
I mean
unions were like, self-serving. I thought they were like low key kind of bad.
no, the
Depends.
purpose of them is you have a critical mass of people
Yeah.
that can um disrupt the industry, then you have a bargaining chip. You can actually like
Maybe unions are good. I can't remember, but I remember watching a John Oliver video about unions. I can't remember if they're good or bad. They
so your
might be
opinion on
good.
unions is based off of what John Oliver has to say?
Hey, he's a very intelligent looking man. Yeah.
Hmm.
And his accent, I think.
Look, I'll tell you because I
Uh-huh.
know you're liberal. Unions
Whoa,
are good.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey,
For what I
hey.
know of your politics,
No, 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 no.
you think unions are good, huh?
I like the regular folks to have more opportunities. Is that so wrong?
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That I disagree. No, I actually think I'm more conservative in theory and practice.
Yeah,
But
but it
uh,
is it's not dangerous, but it is a
unions.
little dangerous. Well, I don't want to say dangerous, but like their decision to hold out impacts a big chunk of the country. Like apparently two of the affected ports, Baltimore and Brunswick, Georgia,
Hmm.
they're the two busiest auto ports. So like cars, we might suddenly start having a shortage of cars that are not built in America.
Mm-hmm. So all
Um,
the good ones.
all the good ones.
Yeah.
Lang, you said it, not me. But I'm
Am I
looking at this
wrong? Uh-huh.
looking at this map, and it's a ton on pretty much all on the East Coast, and then even on kind of the Gulf of Mexico, like Houston, New Orleans,
Brunswick,
Mobile.
Georgia.
Yeah, Brunswick, Georgia.
So I work at a company where we do import some things and like, stuff comes on boats. Yeah, it's gonna affect
Mm,
us too. That sucks.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, you as a result of this could possibly be laid off. So you should actually be
Hey, relax.
you should actually
Hey.
be looking at this. Yeah.
Um, I'm I'm sure we'll be all right. All right. No, but okay. So all these boats. Okay. So what's okay? Okay. Okay. So there is such a high incentive for people to resolve this as soon as possible. But
Yeah.
what? All these boats are just gonna wait in the ocean until the ports open up.
Or yeah, that's what happened during was it COVID when the global supply chain got messed up? There were boats literally just in the coast, off the coast, just waiting. Yeah. So
That's
it can
crazy.
definitely happen. Because I mean, what's gonna happen? Like you send a boat across the world
Yeah, yeah, and it's gotta stay
and
there. You can't come
yeah,
back,
well, you can't come back with it totally
right?
full, right? Yeah.
But like I imagine supplies are limited on the boat. Can they come off the boat, get some supplies to go back on the boat? That sounds
I'm sure they do.
crazy.
I'm sure that's what they do. Like the workers on the boat, I'm sure they come
Get
off
off and then go do stuff. Oh my
maybe like
gosh.
yeah. I mean, you would have to, right?
Yeah,
Unless they
yeah,
have
yeah,
like
yeah.
a boat. Yeah.
Yeah, like cruises that like I one of my fears of going on a cruise is that something happens and you can't get to land, and then
Mm,
like the toilets overflow and like you run out of food. I've heard of at least one or two cases of that happening. That
yeah,
sounds scary and horrible.
yeah.
Like there's really in our modern time, there's no way for us to get that resolved faster than waiting weeks in
But
the
what you're
ocean.
talking about the wait, are you talking about the strike or the cruise situation?
Cruise situation. Well,
I think the
I
cruise
guess a little bit of
situation
both.
was, extraordinary circumstances, right? It was
Like
during COVID.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it
okay.
was
So
during
because of
COVID.
COVID?
They needed to quarantine. Yeah, and it was also like before people actually kind of knew what COVID was.
No, no, no. Well, from what I'm thinking about, it's like a boat got stuck in the water, like far away, and like they ran out of food after a while. The toilet started overflowing. I guess because you can't just like flush it into the ocean, which I assumed that was okay, but I guess not.
Hmm,
And then so if you're stuck in the middle of the ocean and your boat can't get to land, then you're like in a third world country for weeks and weeks and weeks.
hmm.
No food, water, bathrooms. You haven't
Yeah,
heard about stuff like that?
I have, but I thought all of them were in the context of
So they had to stay on the boat because of COVID?
yeah,
No, but they could resupply then. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
You know the fun thing about this podcast,
What?
podcast, we just don't
Mhm.
know.
We don't know.
We don't
You
know.
know, we don't know. Literally, we don't even know if that actually happened.
Hey, we
That
don't
might
know what we
be.
don't know, right?
We don't know.
We don't know what we
We,
don't know.
we might not even know what we do know.
You're right.
Even the
Oh,
things we do know, we might not
that's
know.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let's talk about something fun. All right, we're at 16 minutes. I haven't enjoyed
Well,
any of
no.
what we've been talking
Wait,
about. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I want to do a little bit of a Monday morning quarterbacking. Is that the term
What?
of our
Okay.
last podcast? I think we should stop talking about politics.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I genuinely thought about going to do some research.
Uh,
I have a lot of other things that I need to learn about before
uh,
I look into politics.
yeah.
So I didn't. I didn't look at it at all.
Yeah.
But why?
Honestly, no. I think it's just it's not first. Like I don't want to become too view chasey or listen.
Oh,
You
no,
know.
no, no. I disagree with that. We should be really view chasey. But okay, sure. All right. What
No,
else?
because that was like I don't think either of us enjoyed the conversation, but we were like, oh, let's do it because those clips get the most
No,
engagement.
I don't think that was the objective at all. I think you started talking about it, and we just couldn't stop talking about it because you wanted to keep talking about it, and yeah, you
But
took
then we
yeah.
started talking about it because of that, right? Because oh,
I
that's the thing that
sure, kind of.
yeah. And then yeah, it is one of those things where I genuinely think that you don't know much about it. So I'm like urging you one way.
Oh,
But
I
I'm
see.
like
Oh,
well, what's the point of that, Like unless you like actually have a change of heart and then you start like looking into things, it really doesn't do anything.
no,
And so
hey, I
uh,
agree. Well, no, I don't agree. I don't know. I I did look up oh, you know what? My research because so I like to I think return on investment is very very important and I have very
Mhm.
limited time because you know what's fun about this podcast? I don't know how much information I want to give up about myself,
Yeah.
but
And you don't do you
uh
remember how much information you've given previously? Because I forget all the time.
I think people know we're males in our 30s.
Mhm.
You have a family, I'm single. I think that's pretty known.
Obvious.
I have issues with my friends.
Yeah.
You
I'm
love Donald
surprised.
Trump. Anyway,
I love I did not no, if anything, people should know that I want somebody else running for president. I
I
think
don't think that was
most of Americans.
clear last.
No, I did.
Okay,
I
okay,
I
okay,
gave
sure,
my
sure.
I gave my dream, candidates. You remember that?
Andrew Yang and somebody. I don't know. That was like
Tulsi
two
Gabbard?
seconds of
Yeah.
the podcast. But hey, okay, okay. So, I did look up like so Reddit. I actually get a lot of information from Reddit because I like that it's crowdsourced. So
Mhm,
the thing that people most vote on, it's the top result. And something about Reddit just feels real honest. Like everybody, all other, well, many other like sources are mediated very specifically, and
Mm.
Reddit is sort of, you can't really control what happens there, right?
Oh,
So
there's
one of the
mods,
uh
right? There's moderators for every like Reddit, like subreddit.
yeah, I think, but there, it's not like, I don't know how much power they have to kind of move the conversation in the direction they want.
Yeah,
But
I have
anyway,
some.
so one of my things I looked up this week, very, very briefly, was Trump a good president? It's
Mhm.
like mixed. I don't know. Well, one thing I know that people say, or one Reddit post
Mhm.
thread said he did bad, was lower
Mhm.
interest rates. Yes, that's good in the near term,
Mhm.
but that eliminates our flexibility later, because say something happens, one of the mechanisms of like making the economy better, I honestly, I can't remember too much about what I read, but lowering the interest rate is like one of the tools we have. But because he lowered interest rates so low, yes, immediately people will benefit from it, but in the long term there's no flexibility to fix stuff if something breaks, something like
Didn't
that.
you
Hmm?
didn't you take advantage of those lower rates?
No, I did. I So are you talking about my mortgage or
Yeah.
no, my mortgage interest rate is so high.
Really? What is it at?
I had to buy down to 6.25.
Oh, dang.
What are you
That
at?
oh, I'm at 7.
Oh, hey, those are horrible. These are
Oh.
horrible interest rates.
Hey, that's why listeners, if you've ever enjoyed an episode of this podcast, you gotta help us out. We're suffering here with these crazy
Hey,
high
no, we're
interest.
doing okay. There are people who are
Pay
actually.
us money. Give us
Hey, hey,
money.
hey, hey, hey! You sound like me. Hey! No, no, no. You know what? Actually, we have 6 subscribers on YouTube, which is one more than before, I think, and then 2 followers on Instagram. That's almost 1 subscriber/follower per episode, because this is episode 11. That is
Dang.
actually amazing, because like one of the things I wanted us to do was have a platform where we could say whatever we wanted, and the contingency, like we can't share with people we know,
Mm.
because then there's that, I don't know. It doesn't make me feel so free. But anyway. Hey,
I do wonder though if people we know have somehow stumbled upon our
well, that's your
podcast.
fault.
Why?
What
Why? Why
do
would
you
it be my
mean?
fault?
You're the only person who's told somebody that we know about this podcast.
My wife?
Yeah. Okay. No, I think it's okay for like husbands and wives to tell each other everything. I think that's really, really good.
Yeah.
But are you saying she didn't share? Okay, I actually don't think she would share with anybody.
I don't think she
But
would either.
I actually don't think anybody we know has stumbled upon this podcast.
Hmm. You know
Not
why? You
Yeah.
know why? You know why I think about it?
Why?
It's because like when somebody has a like secondary Instagram account or like some
Yeah.
sort
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
project,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They build that Instagram account.
Yeah.
Even if they don't like tell me about it, it always comes up on my like suggested list.
So no, I think people absolutely could have stumbled upon our thing, but it takes a few extra clicks to be like, oh wait, these people sound familiar. Oh shoot,
Mm,
these are people I know. I don't think anybody has gotten to that point. Yeah, you might have seen us in your suggested posts,
mm,
but I don't think well, don't you think somebody would have has somebody messaged you?
no.
All right, yeah. I don't think so either, but. You know what?
So,
It'll be a fun surprise at episode 100 when we actually start advertising this podcast to
mhm,
our like people we know. I
mhm,
think, I don't know. That would be well. So we're at episode 10, and it's been like 3 or 4 months.
yeah.
So at this
Dang.
rate, let's say
Yeah.
30 a year.
Mm,
So 3 or 4 years down the line, we're gonna tell people, "Oh my gosh, I'll."
mm.
That's almost a new decade of life that I'll be in.
My money is on the fact that we never get to 100.
Why are you like that? Why are you like this? Why are you such a pessimistic person?
I just feel like 3 years is a really long time, bro.
Well, no, what do we do? We show up once a week for an hour, and then we
Mhm.
skip whenever we need to skip. What could be the hindrance and obstacle?
I don't know.
Exactly. We've created a infrastructure where it's so like, to not be able to do this. yo, the bar is
Dang.
so low.
If we can't do this, what can we do,
No, for
right?
real. We're not even friends then if we can't even do this. Wait, that's crazy. All right, all right,
Yeah.
all right. Do you have anything fun you want to talk about?
But can we close the book on no more
Politics?
politics?
Well, I mean, like, it depends if
So
something
let's do
crazy
no more
happens.
politics. Yeah, if something crazy happens, we can.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no more politics until you know.
Actually, sure, sure. Until when?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? After elections, how about that?
You know what? I'm
'Cause it's like,
gonna say Trump a few times every podcast, just so the way we clip our podcast for people who don't know, we use AI, and it just I don't know how it works, but it just cuts parts of our podcast, like titles it and then posts it automatically, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna say Trump regularly.
But I have been somewhat disappointed in the quality of the clips recently.
Oh, the AI is not doing a good job.
It well, it's doing a good job because it's creating really catchy and seemingly
I
interesting
see, I
titles,
see.
but the content doesn't
Yeah,
really.
yeah, yeah. No, sometimes when I
Yeah,
listen to our clips, it like it cuts short. But is
yeah,
that bad?
yeah. No, I don't think it's bad. I
Yeah.
mean, for what we're trying to do, I don't think it's bad. But I'm
I
just saying.
actually think it's better for the state of the world of social media world because people they'll give us 3 seconds and if they like us they'll like it and then move on or comment and yeah I don't even think it matters if the full
Mm,
clip is there
mm,
but um like I watch different advertisements for AI clippers and they give all of our clips get a high rating from the AI that says, "Oh, you're going to get like this is a clip that could go viral." And it gives it like a 98 rating or whatever.
yeah,
That I don't know. It just where does that even come from? Who measures that?
exactly.
Yeah.
AI does.
Should we change
Okay.
services? Is it too late to change services? Maybe there's a better
No,
one. No, it's not too
no, no,
late.
no. No,
Hey,
that's extra work. This
oh,
is no.
oh.
We've created a bar,
Actually, you're right. You're right.
right?
You're right.
And we want to keep the bar low.
Okay, okay,
We don't
but
want to.
I do get emails like this post couldn't clip because of some reason. Let's try to fix that today.
What?
What? Oh, you don't check you're not linked to the email account?
I am, but I'll never check it.
All right. Well, I get a notification every day, and it says this thing, your whatever. It posted a clip. It posted a clip. It posted a clip, or it says, oh, we couldn't post a clip for whatever reason, and one of the things it's just not posting.
Interesting.
Anyways, you have anything fun to talk about?
Not really.
All right, so I've been playing this new game. I actually think you really like it. I don't know how much time I know you're pretty busy. I mean, like everybody's kind of busy, right? But a new game that's in development, it's like I don't even think you would consider it in the beta stage because it's invite only. So the way you get access to this game,
Mhm.
like Valorant, for example, when I first learned about it, it was like in beta, and you could just get a code if you watch streamers play the game. But this game, it's invite only. You have to have access already, and then through your whatever account, like for example, Steam. I don't know if it's available in other platforms, but I have a Steam account. I had the way I got it. I googled how do I get an invite to this game. I had to join a random Discord server and then just beg, like, please add me, please add me, please add me. And then
Okay.
a couple days. It only took a couple days.
Uh,
Some random person added me on Steam and invited me into the game, and the access I got it within a day. So this game is
oh,
invite only, but it's pretty popular right now. It's called Deadlock.
okay.
So do you know what a MOBA is? MOBA.
Massive online. No, I don't know.
I don't even know what the letters mean, but basically games like Dota and League of Legends. Do you have you?
Okay.
I feel like you said you used to play Dota.
No, I used to play like the precursor to Dota, like the Warcraft mod. Like, but
What?
anyways,
Okay, anyway, so you know what League of Legends is, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you fight lanes and you're trying to break the enemy's like main base eventually, right?
yeah. Hey,
But
hey, Kevin, what is MOBA?
MOBA, yeah, yeah. Kevin, look it up, please.
Oh, multiplayer online battle arena. That's what MOBA stands for.
Sure. But I guess so you go through lanes fighting the enemy's defenses and your ultimate goal is to break their headquarters, right?
Okay.
And the thing about like League of Legends games like that, the shop is gigantic and every agent or a hero or whoever has different abilities and you have to buy items so you have to grind, you have to gain money, buy items, create buy things that like synergize with your character's abilities. So it's a MOBA, but it's also a third person shooter. It's
Interesting.
a shooting
Yeah.
game that's also a MOBA. It is like I like games that you have to shoot stuff in, but this game is also a MOBA, which I think a lot of nerdy folks will enjoy. It's actually so complicated. You have to actually do research,
Hmm.
and there's so much strategy involved. Like for example, in Valorant, every character has like 3 abilities. This you can counter abilities by buying the right items. Like it's oh god, it's so overwhelming. I think there's like 20 ish heroes, and then
Mhm.
probably like 40, 50 items. So the combinations are insane, but it's a lot of fun. It is so much fun.
Hmm.
What do you
Yeah.
think about this game? I think I invited you in Steam. I don't know if you saw it, but what do you think about the game based on how I described it?
No, it sounds really interesting.
Like we used to play Apex Legends a lot. Apex Legends is a very kind of so like the only like the skill ceiling isn't as high because shooting, yes, aim is very important, but and then like movement's kind of important, and then everybody has some abilities. This game, it you, I've been playing for about a week so far,
Hmm.
and I still like I today I'm still I think I need flashcards. I need flashcards of every item
To
in this.
learn.
Yeah, it's so much information. And maybe if I was a
Oh,
younger person, it'd be easier. But yeah, the skill ceiling is so high, and there are people I'm sure who are like just so sweaty and dirty and nasty in this game right now. I just can't even imagine. Oh.
interesting. Interesting way to describe people. Why did you describe them like that?
Huh? Like the people who don't leave their rooms, barely eat, like don't shower. I think those are the people who are really enjoying this game. I do. As small of a life that I have, I do have to go out of my house pretty regularly, and I cannot devote more than an hour or two per day at like most.
Hmm.
And it's such a yeah, it hasn't even been released yet. And overall, actually, so it feels really good. Like Fortnite, I tried to play Fortnite recently. I bought the battle pass. It
Yeah.
was actually one of the most miserable experiences of my life because
Why?
the game is not optimized. At least, like I have a pretty nice computer. Like I have a
Mm.
3060 Ti, an i9 processor, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Like it's pretty good. It's a few years old, but it's pretty good.
Mhm.
I could not figure out how to make Fortnite run smoothly on my computer, and it was just a miserable experience. And I had to grind 94 levels of a battle pass. I actually, after I finished the battle pass, I'm so I finished the battle pass and I haven't touched it since. I might actually uninstall the game,
What's the
but
point of getting the battle pass then?
it was Marvel. I thought it'd be so. It got a lot of skins, a lot of cool skins,
Oh,
and
okay,
yeah, it was
okay.
like really, really cool and fun. But the game is not fun. It's not
Mm.
fun. This game though, it's there. It like piques my interest in like strategy. I think strategy games are the part about Valorant I like the most. It's not the shooting, it's the
Yeah.
strategy. And this game, it just 1,000 times more strategy involved. I like it, but it's so overwhelming. But you
Yeah.
should play. Like
No,
yeah.
it does sound good for sure. It sound cool. I like the kind of grind to level up and get better accessories kind of aspect. I like the MOBA aspect of
But
that.
like in a World of Warcraft kind of long term, or like it doesn't really matter in a. So this game probably takes like 30, 40 minutes at most. So it's kind of fast.
I prefer not the MOBA. I'm sorry. I prefer not the World of Warcraft.
Oh, not the long term grinds.
Like the one off.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of different kinds of abilities like melee and shooting and um yeah. The look of the game too. So the game looks and feels very
Mhm.
good, and the UI is very like simple and I j- Fortnite. The first time I started playing Fortnite just for fun a few months ago. I'm not
Mhm.
kidding. I couldn't find the ready button. Like it's so complicated.
Hmm.
Like there. Anyway, but this game it's just simple and pretty and runs well and like I haven't lagged at all, like no lag at all, which is crazy for a brand new game. Like their servers must be pretty good, or maybe
Wow.
like because it's invite only, maybe like they're so far away from their server's capacities. Whatever the reason is, it just yeah.
Hmm.
I appreciate the thoughtfulness. Like everything is. Oh, I don't know when you have time, but I want to introduce you to the game, and I'm sure a lot of our eight followers slash subscribers. I'm sure one of them at least is playing this. This game is the most one of the most popular games right now, I think.
Yeah, send me an invite. I don't see. Yeah, I see. I see you. But anyways, yeah. Let's. You know what we actually. You know what we should do?
Hmm.
Why don't we play next week when we do the podcast?
Okay.
Why don't we
Yeah.
stream the gameplay?
You know what? You know what? You know what? I actually think that's a great idea.
That's not a bad idea,
It's
man.
very unplanned.
Very unpredictable.
Very
We're
unpredictable.
yeah.
Actually, hey, here's another thing I thought about too. So,
Mhm,
in our clips, well, this would take more work. That's why I didn't mention it. But, like even have cartoon faces. Just like when I talk, it's one face. When you talk, it's another face. Just so the people who listen to the little or watch the clips, they have
mhm.
something to visually interact with. But
Yeah, that's way too
yeah,
much
that
work.
probably takes a lot more work. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no AI that can do it.
Oh, maybe,
Well,
but
we'll look into that. But I do
well,
think some sort of visual stimulation would help
mm,
our anyway. Oh, hold on. I'm
yeah.
invite your friends. Um do you have a Steam account? Are we
I
not
do.
Steam friends?
We
All
are.
right, we are.
I'm literally looking at your name
Okay, hold on,
on
hold on.
my friend list.
Get every I see. Wait, invites pen. I did. Oh, hey, on your Steam thing, look
Mhm.
look at the top. There should be a bell. Is the bell green?
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Wow. I see
bro,
it.
bro, bro.
Accept.
And it's only, this game is only 11 gigabytes. It's such a giant, like, smooth running game. 11
Wow.
gigs.
Wow.
Like, Valorant's like 50, Fortnite's like a
Hey, it's
100.
telling me requires 24 gigs.
Really? Maybe, I don't know.
Why?
When I first downloaded it, I thought it was like 11 gigs.
Uh,
Look, there's
maybe.
gonna be a lot of patching. Or maybe that's just for the install.
Hmm.
Wait, let me see. Let me see real quick.
But anyways.
Yeah,
So
properties.
that was the topic you wanted to talk about?
Well, I guess there's not a lot to say about it other than yeah, you thought it was interesting. But I'm very excited
Mm,
about well, okay. So I think a lot of people wonder if this game will be popular. Yes, it's popular with users, but for a game to be popular, like overall, and have a long-term future, like Fortnite is an example. It has to be something you can watch, like esports. This game,
mm,
I don't think it can do that because, like, for example, League of Legends, it's probably the
yeah.
biggest. It fills stadiums. People fill up stadiums to watch League of Legends,
Yeah.
but you can see a lot of it because it's like top down. This
Mm,
game, it's like 6v6 and it's 3D. It's third person. Everything is happening all at the same time. I don't think it's like a spectacle like
huh.
Valorant too. It's even that I think it stretches people to the limit of it being a good spectacle because but all the action sort of happens all at once. This game, everything's happening all the time, all at once.
Hmm.
So a lot of the criticism I see or people for the reason why people don't think this game will be really big like Fortnite or Valorant is because it's unwatchable, which I agree with.
Yeah. Watchability. That's really interesting because that's where, I mean, w- for the development of any one thing,
Even
you
our
have to look.
podcast,
Yeah, even
watchable.
podcast. It has to be. It will in the broader sense. It's gonna develop in the direction of where the money is, right? So it's interesting that for video games now, the direction of the money isn't necessarily in
A
the
good game?
best,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, in the best playability. No, that's fascinating.
Well, you know what? Like, okay, let's think about and talk about actually like the games, because there's a new game every second, I'm sure,
Hmm.
right? People
Hmm.
developing like small people who just by themselves, and they develop. Oh, a really fun game that I feel like it doesn't take a lot of development. Pico Park. You ever seen Pico Park?
Uh,
Look it up real quick. Look up Pico Park and then
mhm.
see the gameplay. It's like a 2D game. It kind of looks like Mario style, the old Mario. Very, very 2D. You just kind of like deal with obstacles. And I feel like that game is an example of not a lot of developers and it blew up. Because the game, Pico Park
Uh-huh.
1 is like
Mhm.
$5, Pico Park 2 is like $13. And it's
Mm.
so popular right now. I bet you they're making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And it's like such a tiny little game.
Mm,
So
mhm.
yes, I think you can make money like that, but like games like this, like Deadlock's pretty big right now. Like famous streamers are streaming it, and it looks like there's a giant team. Well, it's by Valve, so Valve is pretty big, right? It's a big gaming company.
Mhm.
I wonder well, I'm sure they'll make money, but yeah, like the industry itself, how does anybody, yeah, I don't know. It's I'm sure like only the big companies make the most money, but yeah,
Hmm.
I'm not sure what question I'm trying to ask.
Yeah.
Do you know what question I'm trying to ask?
No, not at all. I'm not really sure what you're talking
Well, how
about,
are they gonna make
honestly.
money? How do people like this, like how do game developers actually make money when because there's so many games. Who's playing all these games? You're not curious about that at all? It's just me. C-
No, well, you don't. People don't necessarily have to be playing the games, right? They just need to buy it.
And then just that's it.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
I think that's the thing about
wait,
there's this.
you were saying something about like how okay, I think what my train of thought came from when you were talking about how games they have to cater to money than actually designing good games.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like you incentivize behavior that's not necessarily the most fun for the player. For example, the whole battle pass mechanics, right? Like the whole like ecosystem of
Yeah,
battle pass.
yeah.
You're not the players aren't necessarily having more
Enjoying.
fun,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
right?
Okay.
But if they're grinding, the money is where you're grinding through things because you want to make sure you don't miss out on something.
You know the thing about Fortnite? So
Huh.
the incentive is if you finish the battle pass. So if you finish the battle pass, that means you played countless hours of the game, right?
Right.
Um, but you actually make your money back with a Fortnite Battle Pass, and that's the
Yeah.
incentive. Oh,
Right.
Apex too, right? If you
Apex is like
finish
that
it.
too. Yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
my lord, that's insane. So
But
the incentive for developers is not to make a good game, but to design a slot machine where it makes you play the game. Uh,
right. Yeah.
that
No, for
sounds yeah. Awful.
exactly, right? Like I think you're incentivizing people and I think it will boost their numbers and so
Yeah.
they can say, "Hey, we have X amount of players who play, however many hours every month, you know." But it's not because they're necessarily enjoying the game. It's because they feel like they need to make their money's worth.
Okay, that's what I was trying to talk about before I lost my train of thought.
Mhm.
Like games. Okay, so there are games. Well, okay, like for example, Breath of the Wild. I
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I have that. I bought it. I bought a Switch because I wanted to play it. But almost every gamer I talk to, they're like, it's like one of, or if not the best game they've ever played.
I think it's the best game I've ever played.
So
Yeah.
if you have the backing of a giant company, and it's like what's it called, like an IP that you recognize, right? Then you can build. So if you have the money to make it, you can build a game that is amazing, right? It's fun, it's beautiful. The rating is A+ all across the board, right? So that is a case where yes, you can build a game that's actually good.
Hmm.
But I feel like, yeah, I do feel like that is a very rare exception because games nowadays, you just want to. It's not about a fun game; it's about a profitable game.
Yeah, but
Actually,
it and it's one of those like no one they're not making that much money off that game anymore, right?
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
I would imagine, right? Because
yeah,
people who are gonna play it have already bought it,
yeah,
and they're probably not making a steady stream of
yeah,
money.
yeah. It's
But
not a steady
games,
stream. It's like a one-off.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
But Fortnite,
Mm-hmm.
every
Mm-hmm.
new battle pass season,
People are
right?
putting money into it.
People are
Yes.
putting money into it. But so it's like you have to really think about what incentive do you have the most to do? Like which path? You know, this might be really conspiracy theorist,
Oh God. Okay, here we
but
go.
but
Hey, all right,
it's
here
the
we
same
go.
concept as would you rather cure cancer
All right. Yeah,
or
yeah.
make a treatment to cancer, right? Because if you cure someone of cancer, that's a one-time payment. But if you give them a treatment that they have to use long term and for the rest of their lives, you're gonna get money off them forever.
Usually I don't like your analogies, but
Mhm.
it's not bad this time. Not bad. No, because there's no incentive to
Uh,
make a really good game. You just make a game that's good enough, and
mhm,
then I feel like for example, Valorant. I met this guy who worked at Riot long
mhm,
time, many years ago. It's like a friend of a friend. We just like met, and then he
uh-huh.
said, Riot doesn't make a lot of money on Valorant, and I was shocked. I was like, oh, it's one of the most popular games in the world right now, and he's like, it doesn't make that much money. Like TFT. Do you know what TFT is?
Team
Fight
Fortress.
Tactics.
Oh,
So it's
team.
auto
Yeah,
chess. Auto chess is like
yeah,
another
yeah, yeah.
genre. Yeah, yeah. And apparently that was their most profitable game because I mean it makes sense. It's like it takes no development. You don't have to keep working at it. But Valorant, I do feel like as a person who plays the game, they focus more on slowly releasing gun skins
Mm,
than making the game actually better. It's like do the bare minimum of making the game playable and good, but let's focus most of our resources in producing gun skins because like a gun skin in Valorant is like $20-$30. A knife skin is like 30-40-$50.
mm.
So that, yeah, I actually, what do we do about that though? That's where the incentive goes. Everybody is always chasing incentives. Nobody is not ever chasing an incentive.
Right. That's why. Well, the solution would be for us as consumers to change our behavior so that most incentive is in the places we want to see it,
Hey,
right?
you know
So,
what's crazy about this conversation? It goes actually back to the strike issue in the ports.
oh, whoa,
Oh, isn't that
exactly.
crazy?
Yo,
Oh.
see, game players need to create a union. So we as gaming consumers, we have to organize and well, the whole
Uh huh.
Concord game.
What?
Have you heard of Concord?
Cod Court? No.
Concord. Let me actually look it up.
Concord? Isn't that
Yeah.
planes or the
Yeah, but
trains? Okay.
there's a game that Sony I think developed
All right.
or somebody. It cost them hundreds of millions of dollars, but it had a lot of like woke agenda built into it. And
What?
apparently it like everybody boycotted it
So
and no
they
one's
didn't
wanting to play.
release it? Or they
They
released it and nobody
released it.
bought it?
They released it and it's already in like the $1 game bin. Like it's been
What the?
a huge failure. So, all that to say, the consumers can dictate what they want in the market by talking with their money, talking with their wallet.
Okay. So the difference between port workers and game players
Uh,
is that these games are players are addicted to the game, so they can't stop playing. They
Yeah.
can't. Oh, also, like for some people, it's their livelihood. Like they stream it and they make money off of it. But there's a famous clip of this guy named Tyler One.
Uh-huh.
He was like, I think the game was Apex. The Apex servers were down, and a famous
Uh-huh.
clip of him, he was like, "Fix the game. I'm addicted. I can't stop playing. Fix the game." So,
Uh-huh.
so you have to fight against addiction, and you have to unionize the player pool. That's impossible. That'd be great. That'd be great if we could, as consumers, unite to incentivize developers to make like actually good games. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, but to your point, these games, I think they have like psychological
Mm.
backing to like some of those sounds and
Mm.
light stuff that
Mm.
they add in,
Mm.
and it's because they maximize, yeah, that
Okay, okay,
addiction
hold on, hold on. Like, I
rate.
don't know any game developer, and I'm not a game developer. Do you actually think, like, they have meetings that are like, how can we make this game more addicting with the sound, with the visuals?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That oh, you know what? That America is the best country to live in, probably, but it's also one of the most evil and corrupt countries. Like, for example, I saw like last week how ingredients in our food versus like Europe's food, the same food, like Fruit Loops here versus Fruit Loops in like London are completely different. Like they have like 8 ingredients over there, and we have all this artificial dyes and
Yeah,
sweeteners and junk.
yeah. RFK Jr. recently had a post that kind of went viral talking about all that.
But I guess we care about price. I don't, or because we have too many lobbyists who
Yeah,
control the government.
yeah.
Anyways,
Because I think a lot of the reason why those things are in our foods is because they're preservatives or they're cheaper alternatives to the
mhm.
natural stuff, right?
Wait,
So
wait. I don't know how the government works overseas, but the government over there, they're like, oh, you know what? This is bad for our citizens. We're gonna outlaw it.
yeah,
Is that how
yes,
it works?
yeah, that is,
Okay,
yeah. But
but I
our
thought
government
America
is
was
like,
number one.
we
Money,
are
money,
number one.
money. In what?
Yeah, we are number one at
GDP?
giving. It's freedom to put into our food whatever we want to put into.
Well, no, it's not what
America.
we want to put into it. It's actually a handful of people who decide what's cheapest, and they put it in there, and
Yeah.
then tell the government what should be legal.
Yep. America.
Hey, but our climate is good.
What
Climate,
climate?
like, like,
The
well,
weather?
so we live in the East Coast. Is that too much? We live
No.
near the East Coast.
No.
I feel like New York is too cold. Florida's too
No.
hot. Right in the middle, near the middle there,
Okay.
perfect weather. No?
What
Canada's too
about
cold. UK, it rains too much. Where else can we live though? Just like based on climate?
the
Nowhere.
Caribbean?
It sounds hot. No? Iceland
Well,
sounds cold. Russia is cold. China, it's the pollution is bad.
hmm.
Antarctica,
What about
cold.
like what about France, Spain, Italy, Germany?
I heard the air quality in France is not good. Germany, actually, I did go there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks out of the whole year. My 2 weeks there was very, very good. Weather
Yeah.
was good. Food was good.
There you go. But I don't why are you we're talking about like naturalistic stuff, right? The stuff that the government has zero control over.
So just climate alone, I can't go anywhere else. Like Canada. Canada sounds nice.
Yeah.
Universal basic, healthcare, like whatever.
Mhm.
That sounds
Mhm.
nice, but probably too cold.
Interesting.
Like I know people in Montana, their heating bill in the winter is hundreds of dollars. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
No.
Like just in Montana, in our country, or in Texas, to Texas, it's like over 100. You have to have a garage, or your car will melt.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like, like Arizona, I can't imagine living in Arizona. Anyway, so like there are parts of our country that's way too hot and way too cold. Like, yeah, the
But
middle,
anyways, I
wait, the
think
middle of our country, perfect temperature. Anyways, go ahead.
I think they could still,
Rain.
make
Sorry.
no, they can make food illegal. Certain things illegal about food,
Oh
right?
no, but lobbyists, like the incentive is to do what the big companies want.
That's why I think we need to elect people, like as a country, we need to elect people that aren't in mainstream um like political parties. That's why like the first time around Donald um appealing to a lot of people,
Because he's an
right?
outsider.
He's an outsider.
I think I just saw a clip today that said Elon Musk is he broke $300 billion in net worth. You think that's true?
Dang. Maybe. But
Well,
a lot of
yeah,
that's not even real money. It's just
just what he. It's like what people think
stock.
he has.
Well, no, it's the stock prices going up and down. But it's not like he can spend
That's what I'm
$300
saying.
tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. So like he only pays taxes on when he cashes out, basically, right? I don't really know, but I assume like basically he cashes out. That's when he has to
Mhm.
pay taxes. The clip was Kevin O'Leary, from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Somebody I can't remember who was asking the question, but the question was like, Elon Musk he just crossed $300 billion in net worth. Is that too much wealth? And then Kevin was like, well, why should we punish people for innovating and whatever? He paid $5 billion in taxes. That's what he said, right?
Mhm.
That's a small number. No, if if I'm worth 300 billion and I pay
I,
5 billion in taxes,
I don't know enough to comment on it because, like, if someone told me, let's say I owned like certain stocks
yeah,
in the company that I had no intention of selling, or like property tax, right? Like, let's say you buy a house for $100,000, but the property goes up and it becomes like worth $1 million, right? Your net worth goes up to $1 million, so you're a millionaire, right?
technically.
But right. So in that case, should people just say, "Well, you're a millionaire, so you should pay more"? Is that fair?
I think
Like, huh?
it's different between us and Elon Musk. Okay. I would like for it to be more equitable. I'm not sure exactly how, but I'm sure it's not like five. Let's say for example, he's worth $300 billion,
Yeah.
and he paid 5 billion in taxes 1 year.
Mhm.
What is that even like? Point? It's like 2%.
So that's the thing. Like, that's why I don't know enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I do know for Jeff Bezos, the dude who built a super yacht so big that he had to dismantle a historic bridge in like Germany or something to get it into the ocean. Like,
What?
that dude for sure needs to pay taxes. You never heard about that?
He had to break a bridge that was existing already to make his
Yeah.
yacht work.
Fit fit so that he can get it into the ocean because they built it somewhere and it was so big that they had to like dismantle a bridge or
He
something to
has
get
so
it.
much money. He can dismantle a bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, if you're like just out there spending money like that, then
Uh,
you should be paying way more taxes. But I heard Elon Musk lives in like or at least at one point he lives in like a little pod house in the Tesla parking lot or something
who
like
know?
that.
No, no. Listen. Whatever they put out into the world, like as their life, who knows what's actually true? But I
Yeah.
pay probably 20-25% in
Hey,
taxes.
are
Hmm?
we are we not over?
No,
We're
I'm keeping.
over.
No, I'm keeping
Oh.
track. I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track.
All right, thank you everybody.
No,
No,
no.
dang it.
That's you can't do that.
One of these days I'm gonna get it right
How?
on the
You know
dot.
what? You could easily do it if you have a
I
timer.
paid attention.
But
Yeah.
no, listen. I pay
Uh-huh.
20-25% in taxes.
Uh-huh.
Like I could argue that uh really
But do
rich
you
people.
pay it on your net worth or how much you make? That's the part that gets a little confusing.
How much I make, but my net worth. I bet you if I pay it on what I was actually worth, it would be less.
Because you're spending away all the money that you get.
Oh, listen. So I think rich people they get tax breaks because they're using that money for other like really important reasons, right?
Yeah.
Um,
You know why I'm like pushing back? It's because even if they get taxed, I feel like the government is not well equipped to do something productive with it anyway. So that's kind of where I'm at.
I
Right.
actually agree with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let
So
Elon
like
Musk a South African keep his money?
I mean, I don't know. I have like no opinion about it. Is my point, because even if they do tax the wealthy, it's not like it's gonna make my life. I have no confidence that it's gonna make
Thank
my
you for
life
listening.
any
Bye bye.